For over 7 years, his startup attempts didn't quite take off. It seemed like life had thrown him another challenge, has reached $8 million in annual recurring revenue. Hi, I'm David Kim. Welcome to my new series. As a former entrepreneur and YouTuber with over 200k subscribers, I am now an anonymous indie developer. This series explores indie developers' journeys, analyzing their successes and failures to provide insights for aspiring developers and interested viewers. Join me as we explore the world of indie development together. Today, I'd like to share the story of an independent developer named David Park. He created a very famous product called JenniAI, which is an AI-powered tool that helps students write essays. It now has 4 million users and has reached $8 million in annual recurring revenue. What's even more remarkable is that David Park was born in 1996, so he's not even 30 years old yet. This young entrepreneur's journey to success is truly inspiring. He actually faced many failures in his entrepreneurial journey. He once moved to Malaysia to cut down on living expenses. For over 7 years, his startup attempts didn't quite take off. Just as JenniAI began to succeed, David was diagnosed with cancer. It seemed like life had thrown him another challenge. Fortunately, his cancer was treatable. After surgery and a few weeks of recovery, he was back on his feet. Interestingly, before August of last year, David lived as a digital nomad. Now that JenniAI has taken off, his team has grown to 11 people, all of whom work remotely from home. David Park's first funding came from an unusual encounter on a flight. He noticed his seatmate opening Coinbase, a popular cryptocurrency platform. David immediately recognized this person as a potential risk-taking investor. During the 3-hour flight, David persistently pitched his startup idea to his neighbor. While the seatmate was nearly exasperated by David's enthusiasm, he was impressed by the young man's passion and sincerity. 2 days after landing, they met again. The seatmate decided to invest $10,000 in David's venture. With this initial funding, David chose to drop out of school and pursue his startup full-time. While David's first funding came through his own effort, his second was more a stroke of luck. He was invited to speak on a small, niche podcast with few listeners. By chance, a prominent investor who had also invested in Uber happened to hear the podcast. This investor decided to offer David a $100,000 investment and sent him an email. Surprisingly, David missed this initial email. Undeterred, the investor sent a second email. Only then did David see this one and successfully secured his second round of funding. Seems Lady Luck noticed JenniAI's hard work and decided to give them a boost. An influencer shared and promoted JenniAI on Twitter, causing it to go viral overnight. Users were growing every 10 minutes, and within an hour, they had used up all their OpenAI credits. Their monthly recurring revenue jumped from $2,000 to nearly $10,000 almost instantly. David's take on this is insightful. He says that while rolling dice involves luck, your job is to give yourself more chances to roll. The more you roll, the higher your chances of getting a good outcome. David's third funding attempt was even more dramatic. Nearly bankrupt, he entered a major Korean startup competition and placed well, which made him attract investors' attention. One investor offered him $250,000. The terms were agreed upon, and all that remained was to fill out a document and attend a meeting the next day to finalize the deal. That night, David met a girl he really liked, who is still his girlfriend today. They spent the evening together, causing David to miss filling out the investment papers. Moreover, the next morning he was late for the meeting. With the documents incomplete and his tardiness, the investor deemed David unreliable and withdrew the offer. So David's 3 funding experiences can't be separated from his own efforts and the favor of good fortune. But what really impresses me about David is his foresight, his faith in technology, and his incredibly intuitive judgment. He started JenniAI back in the GPT-2 era. During feature testing, he received this response from GPT: "Nothing is darker than a butthole." David found this both amusing and profound at the time. I remember during the GPT-3 era, David once said he had already foreseen AI's future and that JenniAI just needed to wait for AI technology to grow further. This truly shows his foresight and ability to predict future trends. He made such a powerful assessment during the GPT-3 era, deciding to persist with the direction of his product and simply wait for AI technology to mature. His product indeed lived to see that day arrive. David's success isn't a coincidence. He's genuinely a person with exceptionally strong foresight. David also has a set of marketing strategies that are very valuable for startups to learn from. When JenniAI first started, they mainly promoted through short videos, finding an influencer who aligned well with their product to be their brand ambassador, increasing brand exposure. The ambassador would release 20 videos each month, which not only promoted JenniAI, but also testing which topics were most attractive to people, providing a creative foundation for later ad topic selection. By verifying topics through short videos, JenniAI found the most suitable and highest traffic topic series. You have a paper deadline, which directly helped them pinpoint their target user group. In addition, they would synchronize the videos across multiple platforms, further expanding their influence. As exposure increased, it became easier to collaborate with new influencers. When choosing influencers to collaborate with, David believes that the number of followers isn't the most important factor. The key lies in the KOL style and their audience, particularly which regions their fans come from and roughly how much conversion rate they can bring. David also discovered that conversion rates aren't proportional to view counts. The creative content in the video is the key to determining conversions. Therefore, they generally select suitable KOLs from their target users' follow list and only pay the full collaboration fee when the conversion rate reaches a specified threshold. After achieving a certain level of profitability, they then begin ads placement and SEO optimization to further expand their audience. David's success is actually a result of consistent persistence and continuous experimentation. It's not just about luck, but a path he has steadily walked step by step. Alright, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating indie developer case studies and stories coming your way.